The original idea behind this course was to help build an understanding of the psychology behind the behaviors that we are wanting students to exhibit, as well as connect those behaviors and the knowledge around how to shift those behaviors to those that are actually doing the work.
So this course was called the Sustainable Behavior Lab, and the aim of the course was to really involve students, undergraduate students, in contributing to initiatives that would help increase ecologically sustainable behavior here at ASU.
A concept called community-based social marketing was something that we found in our initial research, which was originally coined by Doug McKinley Moore, who is a Canadian psychologist, and that was kind of the impetus to start the pursuit of generating knowledge from a psychology standpoint that would then serve as the foundation for the interventions that would be developed from there.
It's a really new approach for us here in the department. We haven't done anything quite like this before. So in one way, the course was structured as though I would typically structure a graduate seminar. So although it was almost entirely undergraduates with one master's student sitting in, students every week would read primary articles that describe research studies or reviews of the research that's out there on aspects of behavior. So why is it so hard for us to change behavior? What are the psychological mechanisms that tend to lock our behavioral patterns in place? And what do we know about some specific strategies that people can use when they're trying to change their behavior to be more successful in doing so? And they really dug into that literature. That was one part of it. But the other part of it, what made it a lab, is that every week we took those principles that they were learning from the basic science and then said, how would you use this to try to solve a specific problem here at ASU that we're having with sustainable resource use? And each of 3 small groups was assigned a particular target, a particular problem to try to solve. So we were pairing that basic learning of the literature and the science behind behavior change with this really practical problem. And then at the end of the course, the students had the opportunity to pitch their solution to stakeholders here at ASU who would actually have the power potentially to implement those solutions.
It felt amazing. It was really cool. Like I said, those trips that we got to do around campus, like really in person and getting to see where these things will go and who they'll affect and meeting those stakeholders. So seeing if they were to implement our solutions, who would really be doing it and what do they think about these projects and that kind of thing. It was really cool to see. And I think especially at the end of the semester when we got to do our presentations is when that kind of thing really hit home. I think we all felt really proud of our work at that point because we got to see the next steps of that, and if we were involved, what would that look like? And we got to see where it might really go and how many students might actually be kind of engaging in more sustainable behavior. So it's awesome to see us being able to have an impact as undergraduate students, because a lot of times we feel that even if we're thinking about this kind of stuff conceptually, we feel like, oh, we won't be able to do anything until we're like in our 40s and halfway through our career, and that's not the case with a class like this. So it was really cool to see.
Oh, it was a blast. I had the best time. I mean, the students were really committed to it. There was this lovely day on the first day of class where I asked each of the students, why are you here? And every one of them said 2 things. They said, I really care about this issue. I am concerned about climate change. I'm concerned about the well-being of our planet, and I want to do something. And I'm looking for a challenge. I am looking for a class where I do more than read and go to lecture and take a test or write a paper. I really want to try to do something with this knowledge. And they carried it through. The students really showed up every week, having read the material, having thought about it, ready to discuss it and dig into it. It was just a delight to go to class every day. It was really, really a wonderful experience, and I'm proud of them.